Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video. And I guess this is a second video that we're going to be doing on Shareem Obaid-Chinoy, who is going to be directing the new Star Wars Rey movie that nobody's excited about. Nobody. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has to be clueless to think that there are people out there interested in this. They go out there and they get a director that's never directed a movie. She's a documentary filmmaker, and she directed, I believe, a couple of episodes of Miss Marvel, which everybody hated. She's going viral now. And it's actually for some comments that she made back in 2015. So we're talking about like 9 years ago at this point with Jon Stewart. Newsflash, she doesn't like men. She's attacking men. She's attacking strong men, it seems. Because when it comes to feminists, and she's a woke feminist, activist, all of that other stuff, they only like weak men. Weak, girly men. Astonishing. Have you seen this clip?
No.
Are you ready to dive into it and listen to it?
Yeah.
So here we go. This is from 2015. She says she likes to make men uncomfortable. Let's roll it.
What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Not you, just not you. Not you.
Point taken, point taken.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that. And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection. And then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
You want to know what I think she's really saying?
What?
Let's flash forward to whenever that Rey movie comes out. If people criticize it, and it's terrible, the story's going to be, oh, it's men are the problem. Men don't like this movie because a woman made it. I believe that's what's going to happen whenever this movie actually comes out, if it comes out. I mean, what do you make for comments right there? It's talking about, I'm here as a woman.
Well, to me, it seems like she was a hate man, and she thinks that maybe she has bad experience, like the man wronged her in a wrong way, and I don't know, maybe that she tried to, change him, but, it didn't work, and, it ruined her life or something.
And maybe she's actually never met a real man, like a strong man. Because the feminists, they tend not to be around men that are actually true men. The men that they usually are around are usually ones that agree with their agenda, and they're weak.
Yeah, but I think there's also women who are feminists because of, men who wrong them in a wrong way,
I don't know. Some of them actually grow up also, as feminists. But look at Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Prince Harry now is weak because Meghan Markle has completely taken away his balls. We did videos on him and her in the past. She's a woke feminist also as well. She said that Harry is a feminist. What, you mean you tell me he can't speak for himself? I mean, any criticism, this is the problem with feminists. Any criticism from a man about a woman, they look at that as misogyny. The same thing was happening in the Obi-Wan show. Men criticize the show. Also, they call them racist, sexist, all that other stuff. It's going to be the same playbook whenever this Rey movie comes out. You know?
Yeah, I think so. But do you think that also, women become, feminist is, as I said, some men wrong them or something?
I don't know. I mean, I really couldn't tell you that for sure. I'm just thinking that they haven't been exposed to real men. There was actually a clip going around. This is like around Christmas. It was this woman, and she had never been around a strong man. I believe that she was like kind of like identifying also as kind of like lesbian, but the only men that she was actually dating were like really, really weak. And then she actually went on a date with like a real man. He took care of her, paid for the meal and all this stuff. She said that she's fully a straight woman now because she actually met a real man. Men need to be alphas. I consider myself to be an alpha male. Nothing wrong with that. But to women like her, they don't like alpha males. Beta males are going to be like your Prince Harry's now. That's the way he is. He doesn't have his balls or anything like that. That's the kind of person that it seems that she likes.
Well, the thing is, the problem is where I don't understand why, I don't know her life experience or something, but it seems like she bring her agenda to, the Star Wars movie, and it's just going to be a disaster.
What I'm thinking is she probably grew up and it was embedded into her brain that, hey, the world sees women as weak. And so in her mind, she's thinking, I'm weak. I've been told that so much, that the world sees women as weak. And I believe that's how she becomes a feminist. By the way, Elon Musk, he's now come out. He has slammed her when she came out and said, oh, it's about time we had a woman come forward to shape the Star Wars story. He calls it ridiculous right here. Because look, this post here, Alex posed at some point Disney shareholders need to file a class action lawsuit for breach of his fiduciary duty. After several years of repeating these same failures, I think it's reasonable to argue that Disney has officially decided to put its ideology ahead of its shareholders. And Elon says, yes, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, it's the same story every day. And the shareholders at Disney, they're not making money. This Rey movie is not going to make money. I think that's pretty clear.
No, but I'm just wondering why did Bob Iger agree with her making the movie?
Well, it's Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy hired her.
Yeah, but Bob Iger has,
he's overall in charge of Disney, but you got to remember, each one of these studios have their own presidents. So he's not going to be making a call on that. That's Kathleen Kennedy right there. I mean, Disney's a huge company. So yeah, he's involved in some stuff, but he's not making calls on storylines and who's directing it or anything like that. This is a typical Kathleen Kennedy move right here. But Bob Iger, he could say, hey, we're not going to do that. But he's too cowardly. He's going to be accused of being a misogynist. This movie's going to come out. It's going to bomb so badly, I believe. Because she's going to implement her agenda into this.
So you think it'll be... Yeah. it'd be mostly female.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's probably going to have a big, I mean, she already said we need this female approach, I guess, to Star Wars, even though obviously she hadn't been paying attention, to what's been going on. So,
well, I don't mind, if there's female, but it needs to be right. Like, they need to have training or they need to have struggle and stuff. But if there's none of that and they just pass through the journey without any obstacle and, mentor or, dilemma or conflict or stuff, then it will be very boring story.
oh, that's story rating. So, yeah. But what do you guys think of this? What do you guys make of Shareem Obaid-Chinoy in her comments from 2015? Saying that I like to make men feel uncomfortable. Yeah, this is why Disney's failing. This is why Star Wars is failing. And it's going to continue to fail. That's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.